Hey everybody out there, how you doing? This is the Don's PC channel, and I am coming to you live from Spotswood, New Jersey, and I am here trying to teach people um, about their PC, trying to, as I learn things, trying to teach other people the things that I've learned. Um, I started out uh, gaming with a recently I bought a used i5, it's an Intel 5 Sama um, gaming computer, and then after having it and realizing that I was used to something that was more powerful with more cores and stuff like that, I decided to buy a better, newer computer rather than um, I could upgrade my other computer, which I was doing. I upgraded the memory, the RAM. We only had 8 gigabytes. I bumped it up to 16. Uh, the CPU cooler was a fan on my first PC, and the fans used to run really high. They used to rev really high when they were in game, and then when you came out of game, um, I wanted them to ramp down to regular speed, and they wouldn't. They would keep speeding and racing really fast, and I had to shut the computer system down and then restart it to get the fans to slow down. And it's problems like that kind of pushed me into buying a new computer as soon as I was able to afford it. And um, I had gotten a credit card with a couple $1,000s on it, and instead of hanging on to it, I used it to purchase my PC that I have now, which is this. Is my This is kind of hard. I've never done this before. Uh, that is my Ryzen 7, and that's a B 550M motherboard. Uh, this came with only 500 gigabytes of solid state drive and a 120 AIO and only 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now, I know it's really hard to see with the light, but those that only had 2 sticks of RAM. They were 8 gigabyte sticks, and only two of them were in it when I bought it. Um, I did find out that I could add up to 128 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 RAM. This is the B550M motherboard. It has two NVMe2 uh, slots on it, which the one actually, I can actually show it to you. That flashing light underneath my graphics card is the 500 gigabyte solid state drive Aurora um, NVMe2 that came with this PC. Now, excuse me, uh, if you'll notice that there is also another NVMe2 slot. Uh, that one has a crucial 2 terabyte memory in it. So that bumped it up to 2.5 terabytes. Then before I even bought the computer or anything, that solid state drive, I'm trying to get a picture of it for you, but there is a I want to say Sony, Samsung. Samsung solid state drive that's 2 terabytes, and I had that. It was actually hidden down underneath all of this stuff. There used to be a cage inside of here. Inside of this, there was a metal cage where it had room for two. It had room for two spinning drives, or you could also put two solid state drives with the spinning drives in that area that was underneath there. Now, what I did was, since my other computer didn't, it only had room for one hard drive, and I wasn't using and didn't ever plan on putting a hard drive in this PC. So I took that cage out of this PC and actually installed it into my other PC, which is something that I wanted to actually video. I tried to record it and show you guys that, but it didn't work out. So I took the cage out, and my intentions were to never put a spinning disk in this and keep it solid state drive so that it's super fast. So I had the 2 terabyte Samsung solid state drive, the 2 terabyte Crucial NVMe2, which I now realize that I wish I would have bought the 990. The 990 solid state drive is the fastest solid state drive that you can get, and I would have much rather had that. But unfortunately, I was working on a budget, so this is my I wanted to have a better 280 AIO cooler. I only had the 120 that was originally back here. When you buy this computer, it originally comes with the original 120 AIO, and it's just put in the back of the computer there, and that's the exhaust. And all of these other fans, I didn't even know when I first bought this case that those two fans, the 120 fans, could even be put or fit there. And I realized that when I was looking at the reviews for the case, and then I realized that if I took a couple of these long screws that I use for the the AIO and use those screws, I could actually screw two fans right above my power supply. So not only do you have the 120 millimeter fan underneath all of this, underneath the PC itself, in there is my power supply, and that has a 120 millimeter fan pulling air up. Then I have these two fans pulling air past the power supply. So that is increasing. Uh, and I couldn't afford a nice 280 AIO with the numbers on it and stuff, so I ended up cheesing out and getting this 280 AIO for $50 on eBay. But if you price things on eBay, Amazon, and like Newegg or Discord or whatever, uh, Jawa, if you price parts out, you'll find that eBay and Amazon is usually cheaper. Amazon is usually really reliable as far as the stuff being, uh, as far as not getting beat for your money or your equipment or whatever. I didn't get one bracket that I needed, but I was able to purchase it online, and I was able to put this AIO in myself. I also installed my RAM, my NVMe2. Uh, I installed, but it did need a BIOS update that I didn't have. I needed help with that. I needed a technician to help fix that when I messed that up. All my fans are brand new. This whole PC is, I wanted the Ryzen 9. I ended up with Ryzen 7 5800X. It's not the 3DX. I would have been happy with that too. Didn't know at the time. I knew I wanted Ryzen 9, but I couldn't get all of my other goodies. I wanted to have a 1660 graphics card and this and that. And I couldn't do it all with the budget. So I have to end the stream for right now, and I will be back shortly.